Bending Colours to me is just the bending of the ocean, the bending of the waves. You know, when you're turning with your board through the water, it's just so many different colours are going, you know, it's turning the water from blue to white. You know, you get all different kinds of colour of water, you know. You can get brown and murky water in Bali and some of the bluest water here in Reunion, and that's what it means to me, you know.
Morning program of going to check the waves and make a call from there. It's meant to be a little bit bigger today, so hopefully it's not too big, because the wave we've been surfing, any bigger it would just be blown out. If it's not too big, we'll surf. If it's too big, we're going to drive around the island, check a bunch of waves and see where we end up.
I think the original idea of doing something with Jordy kind of came off the back of filming for Modern Collective. That was the first project I worked on with Jordy, and we kind of formed a pretty good relationship, and his surfing in the movie was like something I'd never seen before. And we went to Western Australia, Reunion Island, shot on the Gold Coast in Australia, and he was just like an amazing surfer to work with, always getting clips, really high performance stuff.
I chose to work with Ka about 3 years ago after we shot Modern Collective, and there was something with us that we just gelled really good, and he knew exactly what I wanted for my film, and he knows the style that I want it filmed in.
This is the new Scarlets by Red, which is pretty, not quite as good as that one, but it's a really good camera for shooting surfing.
It took a while, like as these things do, movie projects, but after the wheels sort of got turning and Red Bull sort of, you know, really helped in sort of trigger the actual movie coming to life, we started filming, and here we are in Reunion Island. It's more of just a focus on him and just a bit of an insight to where he's from and how he's sort of grown as a surfer. And you know, it's hard to do that in other projects because you've just focused on the guys on the road, and Jordy's just at a level now where it's good to work on something which is just more behind him. We've done a lot of filming in Africa just because that's where Jordy grew up, and it's a location that is really foreign to me and something that I haven't seen that much of before, and him being from Africa really helps me, you know, directing the project, because he knows so many waves and so many locations and has access to certain spots that I usually wouldn't be able to shoot. So we've done a lot of filming in there, from Durban up to Cape Town, and where else have we been? In Indonesia. Indonesia's just a location, you know, it's been done before, but you can't really write it off because it's such a high performance spot. It's like, you know, snowboarders probably go back to the best mountains in the world, and then they try and do some, you know, pretty novelty trips and stuff, and that's what Indonesia is in surfing. It's you know, you're gonna get swell, the winds are really perfect, the light's good, so that was why we chose that spot, and we got some pretty crazy footage there.
When we got here, it was howling onshore, there was nobody around, and you know, we had heard a whole bunch of things about sharks and sea urchins everywhere, and it's dangerous, and you know, when we showed up we were like, oh, it's pretty dangerous on the end of the rocks, but the shark factor didn't kind of really worry me too much. You know, I come from South Africa and we have some of the biggest sharks in the world, but you can never be too careful. But yeah, we went out there and we were just really careful going in and out with the urchins, and yeah, we got great footage. I'm really pumped.
It's been the first trip where I actually haven't put my feet in sand, because the waves are reef break and it has like a perfect man-made wall around it, which is like a studio, so that's bizarre. Usually we're in the sand, getting sand everywhere, but this is a pretty amazing location to shoot.
It's like, you know, a surfing arena. Basically there's two jetties that go out like this. You can film from there, you can film from here, and the wave just runs right into the corner. So it's a perfect way for ramps.
There's kind of 3 main angles you can shoot, and I've been shooting down towards looking away from the wave, so the guys come past and you get a really amazing backdrop. And then Rick's in the water with a housing. He's shooting on the Epic. We got a custom built water housing for it, and there's a couple of little moments that he's captured that are pretty awesome. We've had Tom and Ben just on the corner looking into the wave, which is the best angle, shooting the Phantom. So that's the setup that we have, and we'd be pretty stupid if we missed something. So this time we kind of had it a little bit more dialed, and we stayed in town and we got a nice villa. It was hard to find, but we actually picked a perfect little location with a pool and enough room for all the boys.
It's 5'9" thick.
We've got a little barbecue there, and we fired it up one night, which was nice. It was good to sort of make our own fresh salad and have a little cook up with some beers and the boys and watch the footage. Phantom for dessert was the call, and after a day's filming, it's cool to sit down with the boys and check out the stuff that you get, and just watching footage in general enhances your surfing, and slowing it down to 1500 frames. You know, you can pick up every little sort of miniature detail of what they do with their technique, and I think they got a few things from watching the Phantom stuff that they, you know, the next session they ran out and they tried a few things differently, so it was cool.
It's just been an awesome trip, really. You know, we haven't really done too much other than surf every day, eat the odd hour and surf again and watch the footage and sleep, so it's been great.
Hey mate, how you doing? We're shooting with Jordy Smith.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Bending Colours.
Bending Colours.
It's a new movie, yeah, out soon. So.
Okay. Soon.
When is that? Towards the end of the year. Beautiful day. See you, mate.